Hi, you remember me? It's been a few months since I made any videos on for my YouTube channel, and I know I said in my last Lyme disease video that I was going to make updates, once a week, and the whole treatment process turned out to be a little more demanding than what I anticipated. So I took a few months off and just, was 100% focused on my health. Going to my doctor visits which were once a week for 3 months, taking my medications, eating right, getting lots of rest, staying stress-free or, relatively stress-free. And I can honestly say that I can't remember the last time I felt this good. Now, initially, when my doctor ran blood work, I did test positive for one band of Borrelia, which wasn't my main issue, but that shouldn't be in anybody's body. But the biggest problem was I tested positive for like 14 different molds, and all the numbers were off the charts. Of course, the first time I actually get high test scores, it's not a good thing. But yeah, this is, you can see they're all high. I mean, it's supposed to be 0 to 1.9, and everything was off the charts. So that actually was what was making me so sick, causing all my symptoms. And right away, the doctor I'm going to is very familiar with how toxic mold illness and Lyme disease go hand in hand, and he began to treat all this pretty aggressively. Now, my typical doctor visits consisted of an hour in a hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber. It's kind of relaxing, actually. Followed by laser treatments, shockwave therapy, pulse magnetic field therapy. They basically targeted my lymph nodes and my nervous system to help my body, which it was incapable of doing so on its own, get rid of all of this harmful mold that had, built up over, the course of 3 years. Now, I think the nail in the coffin was I went and worked at a horse farm for about a year, and I mean, there's mold everywhere. It's unavoidable. Hay, straw, you name it. It's just, non-stop exposure. But most people, it's not going to bother, but given, the fact that I had Lyme disease and, compromised immune system, it basically got the best of me. Now, the whole treatment process was, kind of a rough ride. I describe it like driving on a windy back road, twists, turns, ups and downs, potholes, bumps, with the occasional smooth stretch, where you could open it up. But the first of the year, around January, a couple weeks into January, I feel like I hit the open road and, set cruise, and I feel good. Can't remember the last time, like I said, I felt this good. I didn't expect this, the results to be this fast or this drastic. But all the issues I was dealing with, the aches, pains, fatigue, headaches, brain fog, digestive issues, a lot of my skin issues have all cleared up. I mean, night and day difference. And none of what I took or how I was treated included any chemicals or harmful prescriptions. Now, I'm still on a whole list, about 6 different supplements and a couple other medications that I'll probably have to be on for the foreseeable future. Now, one of the more interesting medications that I took through all this to actually address Borrelia, the bacteria that causes Lyme disease, were these boxes of vials like this one I have here. Now, this is my 3rd box. I've taken 2, there's 10 vials in a box, and I've done 2 already. Now I'm on this one, you know, 1 vial for 10 weeks. And then I'll take 1 more box, just like this. I think they're different strengths. But yeah, so basically you pour this under your tongue. Borrelia, you know, it's a dead bacteria, and it kind of wakes up your immune system. You know, when you ingest it, your body realizes this doesn't belong, and your immune system starts to fight it. And according to my doctor, he said after I finish all these, you know, my blood work will come back negative. You know, no Lyme disease, no Borrelia present. Which, you know, 5 months ago, whenever I was sick, I was completely unaware of any possible ways to cure Lyme disease. So very, very promising. If you're dealing with this and you're not getting anywhere with your traditional doctors, you know, check out an alternative, you know, functional medicine doctor. I mean, there's a lot of great doctors out there that are doing a great job of helping people like myself and yourself that might have been exposed to Lyme disease. You don't have to live this way. Take it from me. Unfortunately, you know, the only problem with this is the high-priced health insurance that you pay for doesn't cover this type of treatment. But, you know, think of the stupid stuff we all spend money on. If you're spending money on your health to feel better and enjoy life, I think that's worth it. I'm still on the strict diet. Well, not quite as strict, but I still try to avoid sugar, dairy, gluten, and alcohol, which I have had some alcohol in moderation. Doctor allows it, but I'm not gonna make a habit of it. And, you know, I'm just trying to eat whole foods. Now, the whole reason behind the no sugar, refined carbs diet is you take mold and yeast. It thrives off of sugar and carbs. So if you take the food away, essentially it dies and your body can process it. So I'm gonna stick with that. The number one question I got asked, you know, through the holidays and, you know, was like, all right, well, when you get to feeling better, are you going to go back to eating normal? And, you know, from what my doctor tells me, and, you know, from the research and videos I've watched online, I'm actually eating normal. You know, the government, how the government wants us to eat is not correct. And I mean, basically that diet really exploited my health, you know, whenever I was already dealing with other issues. So no, I can't say at this point I'm going to go back to eating the way I was eating. You know, not to say that I'm not going to have an occasional, you know, donut or something, or, you know, a drink, you know, after dinner, but I'm gonna keep it at a minimum because I don't want to go back to feeling the way I was feeling. Now, moving forward, I went to my doctor yesterday, and it was a good visit. Starting March, I will go once a month for the remainder of the year, and after that, I should only have to go once a year as like a, you know, maintenance tune-up visit. He will have me take so a total of 4 boxes of this once a year, and essentially that just, you know, if any of the Borrelia bacteria hides out, you know, or is missed, that will wake up my immune system once again, and, you know, it can do its job to get rid of it. That's my update. I'm doing good. I'm going to get back to making videos. I'm still not working. I quit working last fall for, you know, a couple of other reasons, and, you know, then I got so sick, so I guess it kind of worked out. But now that I'm home and, you know, doing most of the cooking, cleaning, my wife is, you know, in no hurry to have me go back and work. So, but I'm okay with it, not bored yet, and just focused on my health. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you later.